if I was a man and I was balding, here's what I do. I would shave my head, but I wouldn't shave it all the way off completely. I would do it like a buzz cut. But I'm not gonna ignore the fact that I'm balding because I'm not gonna be one of those guys just trying to avoid it. I'm gonna own it and I'm gonna rock that shit. I'm not
Whoa,
gonna
okay. Hold up, hold
go
up, hold
through
up,
it.
hold up, hold up. We gotta give respect when respect is due. She said she gonna own it and she gonna rock it. Now, I do want to say she's speaking from a woman perspective, as we know. So it's easier said than done to just fully embracing it, to fully own it. But you can get there. You can get there. That said, what usually happens is the stages, like she just kind of said right there. You usually cut it down, cut it low. You know what I'm saying? She's saying buzz cut. Now, black guys, we don't get buzz cuts. We get like tapers, right? Your barber gonna start like cutting off your sides and like trying to just taper your whole head down. And then like just this how he gonna try to like make it blend. So you make it look like you're not fully balding, even though you are, right? Like he gonna try to bling your hairline into your skin, so it's gonna be like kind of like a skin fade a little bit. They got different kind of styles and stuff that they do. I know because I spent about 2-3 years going through the pre-balding hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? The pre-balding, where still I was able to hold on to it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. It was still obvious I was balding as it progressed, but it wasn't really that bad, right? Now the thing is, you got to just rock that shit. You got to rock it when it's done. You got to just rock it. You know what I'm saying? It gets to a certain point where you really ain't got no choice. Only thing you can do is just really rock it.
Fucking bald and be shiny. I'm gonna make it a
Hold on,
buzz.
hold on, hold on, hold on. She ain't got to come for the shininess though. Because a lot of times what happens when it comes to being shiny, you really can't control it, right? Like if you go to a certain length, as far as if you ain't got no hair up there, like some guys are just spotty, right? They can't be like a buzz cut. You know, the idea of a buzz cut is like you still got a little bit of hair up there. It's like, especially for white guys, they got a little bit of hair up there. If you're a black guy, it's like the equivalent to you just getting, you know what I'm saying, a taper. Like you're gonna get a low skin taper, which kind of like how SMP look, right? SMP kind of looks like a low skin taper, but what gives it away is that it's gonna get shiny, right? Whereas like if you got real hair, a low taper, it kind of holds the shininess a little bit. Like she kind of was talking about right there. But let me hear her out. She just came for the shiny community though, so I had to like calm that down. If you're gonna go bald, guys, you gotta embrace the shine. You really just gonna have to embrace it, man. It ain't that big of a deal, but it does make it even more noticeable. So if your goal is to like not be noticeably shiny, then yeah, you gonna have to figure something else out because it does happen when you go on bald. Let's back it up a little bit.
I'm gonna make it a buzz. So then the buzz, like the receding hairline, will blend with the rest of my buzzed head. Um, and then once I'm bald, I'm gonna fucking own that shit too. I ain't gonna cover it up with a hat. The fuck? Unless it's sunny, because I don't want to get burned.
She said, "Want some ball, I'm gonna own it." That's my point. Once you ball, guys, you gotta own it. Of course, you don't want to have the shininess. Nobody wants the shiny head, right? Some people they don't care. But the thing is, like she said, once you ball, you really ain't got a choice. So you gonna have to just embrace the shininess. It's gonna be shiny. But then the biggest thing for me, just speaking on a personal level, kind of the reason why I got a hat on right now. I know y'all like, wait, how are you making a video about people embracing baldness? Bro got a hat on. Now, if you know anything about my content, I don't mind not wearing a hat. I don't mind it. I don't mind not wearing a hat. There's like most of my content, I don't have a hat on. I'm the same way in real life. I don't wear a hat often. Now, when I do wear a hat, it's because it's sunny outside. And if for me, if it's sunny outside, I just that it really hurt when the sun, bro. If you're going on a long run, and if you're running like really long, if you're running like really fast or out for specifically what time of day you outside, because you know the UV rays. Like that's the thing. When I started like balding, I had to start paying attention to the UV rays. Like you don't think about that when you got hair. I never thought about the UV rays until I started balding. Now, what made me start really thinking about the UV rays is because when you're outside at like 10 a.m., the UV rays is like at like a 4 or something like that, right? If you get outside at like 12, the UV rays can be at like a 6 to an 8. That really means that even when you got a hat on, or even when you try to like put some kind of protective coverage on, like that 8, when you get to 8 to 10 range with the UV rays, bro, like that's really eating in your skin. It's really eating in your skin. Now, some people you know, they embrace it. Now, of course, I'm black, right? My melanin, it absorbs some of it, but I still get sunburned. And you ain't never felt sunburn pain on your head. If you felt that, you will understand, bro. I've got my head not necessarily sunburned like the same way like my nose and all that gets sunburned like really easily on me, like the back of my neck. Now, my head is something different. It's like a stinging pain. Like my skin don't really peel, but it's like a real stinging pain. And especially with me having an SMP, like the sun can like you know, fade the SMP even more. So that's little stuff that always keep me out the sun from like, you know, if I had it my way, I don't be in the sun from 12 to about 5. 12 to 5, I'm out the sun. Sometimes occasionally you'll catch me at the beach or something, you know, if it's 2 p.m., 3 p.m. But that's only if I, you know, an hour, 2 hour thing at most. But if I'm going on a jog or something like that, I got a hat on. If I'm in the water, I'm not going to wear a hat. But if I'm going on a jog and it's outside from 12 to about 5, I got the hat on. But I just had to put that out there because it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna embrace you can embrace the baldness all you want, but you also don't want to have a hot head. It's a whole different kind of pain when you get sunburned on your head. It's not even a sunburn. I think y'all can attest to that. No matter what skin complexion or race you are, if you're bald or balding, then you understand the pain that you have when that sun is smacking your head, bro. Like it's something like you can't even get comfortable. You can't really even talk to people. You just like, damn, this shit hurts. Like this hurts. Now I've ran without my hat on and stuff like that through peak sun hours as well. But like I say, not fully. Like it's probably been by choice sometimes because I don't mind how the sun hits it. You know what I'm saying? How I'm looking, but at the same time, it is a difference. That's all I gotta say, man. But yeah, she was spending some game here for all my fellas, man. Let's finish out what she talking about.
On my scalp. What else? Yeah. If I was a balding man, I would do it right. If I was a man and I was balding,
she said if she a balding man, guys, she'd do it right. She'd do it right. And I think the only thing that's doing it right really is just embracing it and having confidence. That's the biggest thing. You look at like bald guys, like you can just tell the difference between people who just say, hey, you know, this the cards that God dealt me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna deal. I'm gonna play it to the best of my ability. I'm not gonna play myself. I'm not gonna work against myself. Versus the guys that are just like, man, I don't know why this has happened to me, and you know, they're just sorrowing in it. But I'm not gonna say that it's an easy transition. You know, I watched something the other day. Guy said, like, bro, you really gotta like rebuild your confidence when you turn bald because it really is right. Like you go from being one person and knowing yourself this way to becoming a whole different person, and then have to know and accept yourself that way. So it's almost in some ways like a life and death, bro. It's like a resurrection, right? look at it like a resurrection, my boy. All right, until next time, man. As always, man, you guys know what to do. All my bald things out there, man. Embrace yourself, love yourself, and most of all, get the stepping.
Like YOLO wanted to tell you, accept yourself. You don't have to prove shit to know and accept yourself. And if you